What is going on, guys? My name is 4G. So today I do in fact have to talk about the movement, the big community-wide discussion going on when it comes to Fortnite, and specifically from Chapter 5, because this is, it's gotten a lot of people very torn. I see a lot of people who are very negative about it, and a lot of people who, they say that they like it. Do they actually? Who knows? The reason I say that is because there's a lot of people out there who will defend a game just because they really like that game. Even if people are giving valid criticism, they will still defend that game just because they like it, which is kind of funny because it should be the total opposite. So I don't know if these people are actually just trying to, a lot of people telling other people to shut up because of this, or just adapt all that trash, you know, as if adapting would somehow make the movement way better. So I don't know what people actually do think anymore. But to me, let's just get my opinions right off the bat. Let's get it out there, right? To me, it does in fact feel like a downgrade, and it almost feels like the movement or like the animations weren't actually ready to release. That's kind of how it feels. It feels a little bit beta-like, I guess you could say, or it's early access type situation. It's not something that feels like it was ready. It doesn't feel polished and it was ready to go out with this update. I could be wrong about that. Maybe it is, but it just doesn't feel finished is what I'm trying to say. The movement does not feel very great to use and run around the map, and it is 10% slower. So for anybody who says that it's actually just a placebo effect and that it is in fact the same speed, it's not. It is not the same speed. If you look in creative, it's technically the same speed because they haven't changed it in creative yet, and same for Save the World. But who's to say they don't change it in the future? I think they will be changing it in the future. I don't know. It depends, because some maps might be broken because of that, especially like parkour maps and stuff like that. But regardless, I do think that this is just a downgrade overall, unfortunately. And like I said, it does in fact slow down the gameplay a lot. Now, maybe in zero build, it's not the worst thing ever because, well, there's no building. There's nothing of that. There's no editing, nothing like that. But when you have build modes available, of course, and you're playing build modes, it feels like a huge downgrade. I'm like walking up my ramp instead of being able to run. And you can't tack sprint, of course. Well, you can, but it's clunky when you're trying to tack sprint while building and like building up a ramp, having a build fight type thing. And just having that ability basically downgraded doesn't feel good at all, and I think that this needs to be just completely reverted if possible, but I don't think they're going to go down that route. I think they are in fact going to basically do what Epic Games usually does. They're just going to try to fix up the movement, or not Epic Games, but gaming in general. They don't usually just full-on revert situations like this. If they make animations, they take the time to make them, they're going to leave them in. Even if they just improve them, that's most likely what they're going to do, is improve it, maybe increase the speed, which honestly, that's fine, I guess, but I'd much prefer them just fully reverting it, because I really don't like it, man. It doesn't make the game better at all. It makes it significantly worse, and it just feels, like I said, it feels clunky. The strafing is very clunky as well. It's very slow when strafing, like incredibly slow. I mean, look at these comparisons right here, like absolutely night and day. And it's just, I don't see what the benefit is. What is the benefit of this? Especially because, of course, okay, the whole thing is it's slower, like the actual movement is slower, but the tack sprint, the cooldown or whatever, which is not even tack sprint anymore, it's just sprinting in general. Like, there's no, like, that's just how it is, right? The cooldown speeds up. It's faster than it used to be, basically, right? So, but if that's the case, what's the point of doing it, right? It's supposed to even out how much your distance is, but it just makes it feel significantly worse. Even with the full speed of these animations, like the full like character speed in creative mode and everything like that, it still looks incredibly clunky, and it kind of feels like I'm playing a Roblox game or something. I don't even know, like an unpolished Roblox game. That's kind of an insult to Roblox games that actually do really well, and they make really high quality Roblox games. I'm not talking about those ones. I'm talking about like just a clunky, like, you know, just the default Roblox characters that, you know, from 2006 or however long that game came out, you know. It just doesn't feel like Fortnite. It feels like a knockoff almost. That's how I can describe it. I know I'm talking about how things feel, but that's what is very important when it comes to a video game, man. You want the game to feel good. You want it to feel smooth. And to me, the original animations and everything, they felt fine. Now, sure, could they be improved? I'm sure they could be in some ways, but this way is not it, man. It is not it. Now, I will say that they did 100% succeed with the idea that every time a new chapter comes out, they want it to feel like a brand new game. I do agree that they did, in my opinion, they did succeed with that, but I don't think like the movement, even if you remove that, it would still feel like a brand new game. But this definitely makes it feel even more of a new game, because it now has this whole different mechanics for your aiming and everything. It just, please just revert this, Epic Games. Like, it does not need to exist in this situation. Maybe go back to the drawing board, you know, animate something new down the road. I don't know, just fix it up or something, or at least revert it for the time being until you fix it, because it just makes me not want to play the game. I was really enjoying it for the first couple, like not enjoying the movement, I was enjoying Chapter 5, because here's the thing, this is what I was really making this video on. I really like Chapter 5 so far, man. I'm enjoying the map. I like the aesthetic of the map. It's kind of like a modern theme almost for the entirety of the map. It's really nice. I do enjoy it. And I also really like all the weapons. The weapons feel really good, especially that new sniper that they added, man. That is, firing that is satisfying. It has like it kind of is like the difference of like the good parts. If you ever played Modern Warfare 2019, going from like previous Call of Duty games to this, like the animations are high quality, not the animations for movement, but everything else is high quality. The weapon models look really good, they sound really good, they have really realistic sounding sounds. And I know Fortnite's not supposed to be realistic, really, and they keep going in that direction, but when it comes to like the weapons for this season, I just enjoy it, man. I'm just gonna enjoy it for what it is, and it is pretty good. As long as I'm not trying to constantly think, damn, this is not what Fortnite is, because, you know, going from the OG season to this is night and day, man. It's a crazy extreme difference, and it is pretty crazy to go from that to this, but at the same time, I'm having fun with what it is, but it's so hard to overlook the issues with the sprinting, man. The lack of sprinting. There's a couple things. If they don't want to get rid of it entirely, they could just increase the speed and make it so that we actually have a running animation, so that it doesn't give you that effect, right? Because even in Save the World, it still feels like you're running slower than you normally would with just a weapon, and it's because your character is technically walking, even if you're walking at a faster speed. It's not great, man. I don't know why they decided to do something like this. They made a tweet about it recently, talking about how it took them a couple days even to get used to it or whatever, but I don't know, man. I just don't think I'm gonna get used to it. It just feels bad to play, and I want to get used to it, because I have a strong feeling they're not gonna get rid of it, especially with all these people in the replies basically saying that it's okay, it's good. No, it's not, man. I mean, maybe you're okay with it. Maybe you play zero build. A lot of people play zero build. That's like the main, you know, not the main focus, but like there was like almost 1 million players playing zero build yesterday, and over 1.2 playing build. So it's it's pretty split in between that, but at the same time, like, there's also a lot of people playing builds, you know, so and playing with builds, trying to build fast, trying to enjoy the game how I've always enjoyed it, and improving my building mechanics. I don't care what, you know, people who play zero build, you know, I've seen some stupid things, man, some stupid things. When people are like, let the sweat suffer, dude, like, what are you even talking about, bro? Get good at the game or go play zero build. I don't even know what you're talking about. Why do people hate on sweats and then play build modes, man? Like, what do you expect to happen, man? I don't know. Either way, the point is, at the end of the day, this is something that I would really love to see reverted, or at the very least improve the animation speeds and also improve the actual speeds of your character, and just revert it back to what it was. I want the game to be faster, not slower. Faster. So if we can't have it a little bit faster than it was, honestly, I would just be fine with how that it was in Season OG, man. I was even praising the idea of it. I remember when they first dropped Season OG, I was talking about how I just was not a huge fan of the idea of them not bringing back the movement how it was in the original Chapter 1, where it was just that basic running, that's it. But after playing it with the tack sprint and the mantling and all that, I think that it made the Chapter 1 map far better. It did. It was a huge improvement, and I just enjoy being able to move. Oh, the sliding, that's another thing that, you know, they added. So having that in the game was great, and they just completely, I don't know, they just completely destroyed that with this update, unfortunately. But, which again, it's very unfortunate, because I love the map, or well, I don't say love, but I do like the map so far. I love the weapons, that's something I do love. The weapon mods is awesome to have. I love how there's customization, and it's not too in-depth that it's like confusing or anything like Call of Duty would be. There's way too many attachments in Call of Duty, for an example, but it's like, it's pretty good, it's basic, it gives you the idea, and you can put scopes on certain weapons. It's just, I like that a lot. lot, man. The battle pass is good. The whole idea, I mean, medallions might be a little too powerful, I will agree. They do need a nerf for sure, but they are still fun when you do have them, of course. And I mean, you do show up on the map, I guess, so there's a downside for sure. But I don't know. Either way, that's gonna wrap up this video. What do you guys think about the movement in Fortnite, and do you want them to revert it, or do you just want them to improve it, or are you completely okay with how it is right now and you see no reason for them to change it? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. I would love to hear what you guys have to say, and if you guys enjoyed this video, a like would be greatly appreciated. If you're new here and you like videos like this, make sure to hit that subscribe button down below. And I thank you guys so much for watching. Have a great day.